it's just hair for you. For us, it's not just hair if we lose a job. It's not just hair if it means that we're not having access to like representation in media. It's not just hair if like it means that we're deemed as unattractive. It's not just hair when we're taught that we should hate our skin and hate who we are. It's not just anything. Like you saying it's just something is the way to diminish my pain and my experience and my plight.
Loneliness was a feeling that she knew too well. So much that she seemed to be caught up.
Hi, welcome to Mayowa's world. Hi, my name is Mayowa. Yo. Hi, so my name is Mayowa. I am a lot of things. Okay, so on my channel, I talk about Freeform Locs, I talk about blackness, I talk about feminism, vaginal health, a lot of stuff. Today I want to talk about something very political. And it was sent to me by one of my subscribers who was asking me a question of what I felt about white people who have freeform locks and or dreadlocks. And I wrote and I was like, you know what, that's not really what I want my channel to really be about, because I feel like when I make this video, it's gonna have like a lot of backlash from people who I really don't want to hear from. But at the same time, a part of me is like, okay, I can use this time to be like really educational and kind of spin it in a way that hasn't been discussed before, because I have seen a lot of discussions about cultural appropriation, which I think are all really valid and really great, but I wanted to give something a little bit unique to that discussion, or what I think is unique. So I'm seeing like a lot of videos show up on my like recommended, which, oh my god, getting into fucking the recommended videos on YouTube, I'm like, you don't know me, okay? Like sometimes you're right, but sometimes you wrong as hell. And like one of the videos was like about a white person with freeform locks, like showing how to have freeform locks. And like, you know, I had a whole moment of just like what the fuck? And like I've never clicked it, but I clicked it. I was like, you know what, let me just see this video. And I regret clicking it. I think, alright, I'm trying to be honest, I'm trying to be open, I'm trying to be real. Like, when I was looking at these videos of white people with freeform locks, like, my first thought was like, this isn't freeform locks. Like, this is so far from what freeform locks are. Like, this is so far from everything. Like, I don't even really understand. And like, also seeing the amount of views they have, like some of them have like 200,000 views on a video of their freeform locks. And I'm like, that getting into that whole analytics of like how different YouTubers are making different money depending on their skin color. It's like a whole nother discussion. But just, I was just like, this isn't freeform locks. Like, my whole thing with it is kind of like this. Freeform locks is literally like the process of letting nappy hair do what it naturally does. If your hair is not nappy, your hair is not freeform. And like it was created from like a really political space of being like, my hair is so nappy, my hair naturally conforms because my hair is so kinky. Not curly, bitch. Kinky. Because my hair is so kinky, it just grows like this. And to see people just take that and colonize that word into something it's not, like you having straight hair and not doing anything to it is not freeforming. Like, and that's kind of also how I feel about white people with dreadlocks. Like when I look at white people's dreads, I'm like, that's not dreads. Like, that's not locks. Like, we have locks. I don't know what that is, but that's not what I have. And like, we don't have the same process of taking care of our hair. And it's just mad political, because my whole point of why I don't agree with white people having freeform locks or dreads or whatever is because until I can like get a job with my hair, until like all the playing fields are equal for us, I don't want to hear discussion on like what y'all can do, because you can have these locks, you can cut your hair off, and you can get any job you want to get. And I also think that by having this word taken, like by having freeform locks taken by white people who don't have freeform locks, what that does is that it then makes it seem as if it's a hairstyle decision versus it being naturally what your hair does. For me, a white person saying that they have freeform locks is the same thing as a white person saying they have kinky hair, and they don't have kinky hair. A lot of black people don't even have kinky hair. So I'm just like, how can you guys just take that word that you don't understand the psychology of, or like the meaning behind, and then suddenly you're saying like, oh yeah, like I'm in that category, and you're getting more views on your video than I'm getting on my views. Like, just, it's a mess. Like, a lot of it comes back down to colonialism, right? Like, it's also the feeling that like you are entitled to everything, nothing is off boundaries. And that's something that I think I'm like really fascinated by, is like the concept of like what what is sacred and what is not. And in a lot of ways, sacredness and white supremacy have never, like, they don't give a fuck. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, respecting culture doesn't matter because everything is up for grabs, which I think is also the same root as to why we have discussions on, like, can white people say the N-word? All of those things is like feeling as if everything should be yours, feeling as if you have to be a part of everything. And when that happens, it literally destroys the communities and the works that me and other natural YouTubers have done to love our hair. Like, I've had shit for having my hair like this, primarily from black people, but the reason I'm having shit from black people is because of colonialism, is because of slavery. And now those people want to come and say that they have that hair too. I'm just like, nah, dog. Like, that, I don't know what that is, but I know what it's not. And I feel like that's kind of where I am in terms of my politics, is like knowing what things aren't. I'm not gonna let someone tell me what something is when it isn't that. Like, I'm like, I don't know what what you have on your head is, but that's not Freeform Locs. Like, if you want to have a new word to describe what that is, use that new word, but don't take a word that is sacred. Don't take a word that's linked to, like, Yoruba, traditional, like, hundreds of years, like, thousands of years of people, like, really having connection to hair really being something political. And when people say, like, it's just hair, like, it's just hair, it's like, it's just hair for you. For us, it's not just hair if we lose a job. It's not just hair if it means that we're not having access to, like, representation in media. It's not just hair if, like, it means that we're deemed as unattractive. It's not just hair when we're taught that we should hate our skin and hate who we are. It's not just anything. Like, you saying it's just something is the way to diminish my pain and my experience and my plight. My hair is not just hair. My hair is, like, mad spiritual. My hair is, like, a part of my identity. Because my hair wasn't just hair when I was discriminated against. So when you want to take it for your profit to make money from your YouTube videos getting mad views, don't say it's just hair. That's profit for you. Like, it's not just hair. Like, and I just think when you analyze this, like, territorial feeling of taking things that don't belong, removing the spiritual identity to things, making everything, like, spiritually dead, like, black hair is spiritual. No one can tell me otherwise. Like, and when you take that from and you say, like, it's nothing, it means nothing, it's like you want to take the spirit out of everything, which is, like, also how colonialism was justified, right? It's like by taking the sacredness. Like, how many things that we've had, like, how many sacred things have we had that has just been destroyed and we have no evidence about, like, especially in Nigeria. Like, I am so curious as, like, what the architecture looked like before colonialism. Like, so much of our history is gone. Same with African American history. So much of it is gone. And it's gone because there was no sacred belief that it had any inherent value because of colonialism. So when you're trying to take that inherent value from my hair, but then that's the same system of oppression I'm having is because of my hair, then, like, nah, bro, it's not just anything. So, like, no, like, my YouTube channel is not for white people who have dreadlocks. My YouTube channel is not for white people who have freeform, because, like, I don't see that. I don't recognize that. My YouTube channel is for people who are taught that our hair and who we are is terrible just because we are innately black. My YouTube channel is for people who struggled with loving their blackness because it was, like, deemed as horrible, and it wasn't until a few years ago that it became popular and cool that y'all want to really make it into something that's, like, celebrated. Like, my channel is for, like, when that hype is gone, when white girls stop acting and trying to look like black women, when white people stop trying to take black culture and that's gone. My channel is for people who are still gonna be black when it's not cool to be black. My channel is for people who want to love themselves in their blackness and in the things that we are just naturally are and that makes us so beautiful. So, like, no, I don't want to be for everybody, but I want to be for the truth. And I fuck with people who fuck with the truth. I fuck with people who don't have locks, but they just be listening because they want to learn. Like, I fuck with that, but I don't fuck with people who do not understand the history, who do not understand systems of oppression, who do not understand slavery and colonialism. Like, if you don't know that, then we ain't even on the same page, bro. We're, like, not having the same discussion. Like, do your history first before you come to me. I don't want to be your training bra, yo. I don't want to be your, like, step to step before you understand things. I'm not here to teach you. There's so much content out here in the world of people who are telling you their experiences, that people, you know, this, if you want to understand why white people shouldn't wear dreads. There's so much content out there about it. You just don't want to learn. You just don't want to listen. And that has nothing to do with me. I'm still going to be making my videos, and I'm still going to be black at the end of the day. I came out the fucking womb black. I'm going to die black. And that's some shit I know will always be true. So that's me. Like, but yeah, that's how I feel. And I'm sure a lot of you guys agree with me. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys who are naturally subscribers on my channel are like, yeah, bet, understand. But that's just my opinion. As someone who works in hair spaces, as someone who is aware of statistically how we are disenfranchised with natural hair, as someone who is aware of what nappy hair means in society, as someone who has worked in like political positions that understand like the ways you are discriminated as a black person, like, nah bro, don't talk to me about like white people having dreads until you address all them things that black people need just to be humans, just to be seen as equals, just to be like just the base level. Nah. So yeah, that's my topic, that's my thoughts, that's who I am. I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.